How's it going, everybody? Manual Tweak here, and I decided to do something that I've never done before. Now, I have beaten Pokémon FireRed many times before, but never in the way that I plan to do now. Now, this isn't going to be anything spectacular where I do a Nuzlocke or something, but it's just going to be where I never used these Pokemon before, I haven't used these moves in battle before, haven't used these items, all that type of stuff. You'll get to see it over here. And let me know if you guys like this type of content, because I do want to make a Pokemon Emerald Let's Play on my channel because it's my favorite Pokemon game. So I start off naming myself Tweak with a V and an A. Nothing special, but I have never named myself this before. And I go on to name my rival something very appropriate and child-friendly. I don't think Game Freak or Nintendo should have allowed us to name our rivals because you can tell what kind of names people come up with. And with that, I dive straight into the game after Professor Oak's introduction. And I always choose Charmander because Charizard is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I decided to go with Bulbasaur this time. Never chose Bulbasaur, never chose Squirtle, but I couldn't go with Squirtle because he is Charmander's opposite. I also named my Bulbasaur Belisarius because it has the Saurus in it, but I've never thought that I would name a Pokemon this type of name, and it just came into my mind. I heard it somewhere, maybe in some kind of history video, I don't remember exactly where, but it sounded cool as hell, so I decided to give it to my Pokemon. My first stop was getting the potion from the Pokemart clerk, which I've never done before because I used to see it as a waste of time. I also picked up the town map from Daisy, which I would have never done normally because I would just see it all when I used to fly. This isn't something that I don't do, but I have to stick to it. I just save the game every 5 minutes. Normally, I would have caught another Pokemon by now to fight against my rival, but I decided to just level up my lone Pokemon on my team and keep the starter there for now. Once I leveled up my Bulbasaur to level 10 and learned Vine Whip, I thought I was ready to take on my rival. The first thing in battle that I don't normally do is use potions or healing items. I let the Pokemon faint if it's going to, and then I just reset the game and fight again, hoping that I get a better chance. I defeat my rival after he begs for mercy and asks me to stop fighting him. And I do, so I go on to Viridian Forest and I avoid all the trainers, and I would normally catch a Pikachu, but I stop and I just fight the mandatory battle and then leave Viridian Forest. And of course, you already know that I had to save the game over here. After defeating the only trainer in Brock's gym, who embarrassed himself while saying that time is a measurement of light years, I went on to face Brock. I swept through Brock's team, which I normally wouldn't because it would take me up to level I think 14 to get Charmander to learn Metal Claw, and I would take a few moves to defeat the gym. I swept through it this time with Vine Whip alone, and I defeated Brock for my first gym badge. I finally got the running shoes, so I don't run at half a mile an hour now. I also leveled up and learned Sleep Powder, which I would have never used on any of my Pokemon because I only go for attacking moves. I also evolved my Bulbasaur into an Ivysaur. Since this is doing something that I never do, I decided to go for all the berries that I could find. I also caught my first Pokemon, which was a Geodude. I would have never normally used him, I would have just caught an Onix if I wanted a ground or rock type, but I caught the Geodude and I named him Amadeus. This is just something that really bothers me. I hate when I can't run away from a Pokemon and then it hits me one time and then I can run away. So petty. I then find my way and defeat the Super Nerd to get a Dome Fossil. I finally get out of Mountain Moon and I make my way to the berries. My first stop in Cerulean City is fighting my rival. I don't remember if I take on the rival or the gym first, but I decided to go Misty second. I take out Misty with a little bit of damage because I'm not as high level. Then I make my way to the Berry Man. I get through the annoying Nugget Bridge and I fight the Team Rocket member. I remember when I first played through I was annoyed that I couldn't get the option to join Team Rocket because I really wanted to, but I take him down easily, getting my 5,000 from the Nugget, and that's where I'm going to end it off here. Part 2 will be coming very shortly, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to put everything all together once the whole series is done. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please like and subscribe. I will see everybody later. Tweak is out. Deuces.